Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 5 of my 7 Days to Die series. And today, among other things, I do plan on expanding this out 2 more spots so it more easily kills everything that comes my way. But also, I want to start getting a little bit more iron. So I'm going to go on a raid just now. And I'm going to visit. Let's see here. I've been in this house. Things might have respawned, so I'm going to start with this one. Then this, and see what I can do about my loot situation. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to, depending on how much room I have left, I'm gonna go over here. There's a gas station or something over there. It generally has a whole bunch of piles of stuff, and I want to see what's in it. So I'm going to go off of looting. I am picking up stones along the way because I'm almost out of crossbow bolts. More feathers, that's nice. Oh, there are birds' nests which will give you feathers or eggs. And or eggs, depending on the random output. So always look for those little bird's nests if you are using feathers for things. But I'm going to go on a raid, and I will be back either with death or success, and I will let you know. Talk to you in just a second. Alright, I'm in the first house, and I have found a gun safe. Here's to hoping. I don't know if it's going to be amazing like that first one, or if it's just going to be a bunch of books. Well, actually, the books are okay too, because means I can learn some more recipes. But let's see what's in here. 13 seconds to go. These things take quite some time. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Eh. Oh. That's a bummer. Well, I need the ammo anyway. And that's metal. I'll take it. Alright, I'm going to continue exploring this place. I still need to clear out the kitchen. And then it's on to the next house. So I'll be back in just a bit. Figured I'd mention this. A great place for finding metal, I've discovered, is inside these air conditioners. They generally hold at least a couple of things. And they do take a little bit of time to open, but it is very, very much worth it. Uh-oh. I've been noticed. Alright, I'm going to get to exploring the second house, and I will be back. Okay, so after another successful night of hide from all the things, I have managed to scavenge all 3 of the buildings, as well as this car repair shop station thing. And I have gotten a lot of scrap iron. Over a big picture, it's not really a lot, but for me, at least right now, it's a bunch. But while I was playing hide from all the things, I realized that I only had 2 crossbows, the crossbow bolts, the one that was in my crossbow, and the one in my inventory. So I've been going around collecting some rocks, so I can sort of replenish that. Why don't you let me? There we go. So, what I've gotten, some food things here. I managed to get some more yucca plants and some more aloe plants. Got a stack, pretty much, of scrap iron and some more scrap brass. Got some more glass items there. Learned some recipes. That's nice. Um, let's see here. Some more medicine. Got one of these, which is awesome. Some more ammo, feathers, some other stuff. These oil barrels are great for getting some iron in the forge. So that's what I'm going to go after first. But I need to get a bunch more iron going. But I also need to get some digging done, which is why I need the iron in the first place. So I'm going to put this in here. I'll start with that. Hello. Forge material. Iron. Maybe it needs fuel first. Okay, metal goes in there. Hello. Hello, thing. Are you not going to... Well, I can do that. That works. No, it doesn't go in there either. That is really weird. Oh well. Let's get that cooking. And let's get this cooking. Now, the coffee. Do I have spare water? No, I do not. I used all on making these things. Oh, there's some spare water. I believe all I have to do is this. No. Still says aloe cream. What am I missing here? You guys just don't know how to make it yet. Hold on, let me look around. Aha! Of course it would have to be in here. Coffee! Bottled water plus coffee beans equals coffee. Oh, plus fuel. Wow. Alright. I am just not seeing it today. Hello? There. Now, the coffee has an interesting trait, and it's going to take a little while to cook. It gives you accelerated stamina regeneration, which is something I'm going to want if I'm going to be doing all this digging, which is why when I was on my way to get the coffee, I even emptied a spot in my inventory to do so. So hopefully it'll be worth it, but I'm going to get one, maybe two more layers out of this taken care of, and then it's on to another project. So I will be right back, and hopefully I won't have died, and this will be either done or on the way. So talk to you in just a bit. Alright, after several days and several hordes and dealing with lots of other stuff, I have expanded the spike pit here out to a distance of, or a width of 4. Ooh, you actually destroyed one. I had to put a new one in. Oh, there's one missing back there too. But this is pretty much as far out as I'm going to go. And the reason for that is this is going to actually change in design a little bit. The first 3 rows are going to stay in place. The innermost row, however, is going to drop drastically down, and I'm going to have a pit with some more of them down on the bottom, so anything that does try to come at me will just fall. Except I do need to take into account the spider zombies, but that's easily taken care of by having a little lip, sort of like dealing with spiders in Minecraft. But anyway, part of what I want to do in this series is have a mix of working on my structures, and I have a ton of ideas for structures, some of which may not pan out because I don't fully understand the game. It might not work the way I expect it to, but that's alright. It's worth a try. A little bit of exploration and figuring out what all this stuff is. I haven't even been down here. For the most part, I've never been up this way. I think I spawned one time over here after dying. There's just a bunch of stuff on this map, and I want to see what it all is. Whoops. Let's not zoom in that far. There we go. A little bit of demonstrating things that I've learned about the game. And obviously a lot of these things may change over time. This game is still in alpha, but at least as for right now, version 8.2 alpha, 8.2, there is what's called load tolerance, I believe, on blocks. You can place pretty much any block on the side of any other block, and it will stick fast unless it has some sort of rule where it doesn't obey gravity the same as the rest of these things do. And what I've done here is I have a bunch of these wood frames, and if you look carefully, the max load and mass on there is what I'm trying to demonstrate here. It says a max load of 36 and a mass of 6. And it is unusually quiet. I just realized that. I'm not complaining, but I'm waiting to hear the swarm of a pitter-patter of little feet. Anyway, max load and mass. Now what that means is this block here is basically stuck to this block. This one is perfectly fine and is not going to go anywhere. It is stuck to the side of this because this is supported from below by this one. What are you running from? Where are all the zombies? They'll show up anyway. It's hard to see like this here. I'll bring this out. Now we can count. This is basically the core block as far as the figuring goes. And then from it, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And they are all supported by this one here. Now this last guy, he can hold blocks too. However, this one, because it is not supported by anything but this, is going to have its max load come into play. So, the max load... Oh! A parachute! I didn't hear the plane. I've been hoping to hear the plane and get that recorded, but the sound doesn't always play. That is a crate falling from a parachute, and there are probably a whole bunch of them. Well, it's day 11. There's probably at least a dozen of them laying around randomly throughout the map. I have not found one yet because I haven't really gone out anywhere. But eventually I'm going to find a crate, and when I do, you're going to love some of the stuff that's in it. Anyway, back to this. This one is being supported only by this, and so therefore this one has the maximum load calculation applied to it. So, if I put on 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, it's fine. If I go 36, it's still fine. It can hold 36. One more, however, and the whole thing collapses because that is beyond its maximum weight capacity. So that's what the max load represents. And where are all the zombies? No, that's a deer. I know it didn't kill them all. I mean, I just got through with an invasion just before. Anyway, basically that's what the max load means. And when you're building things, you're going to have to keep that in mind because you're going to need to support. So, for instance, if I wanted that last one to hold more than 6, I would have to put a support underneath it that is supported by the ground or some other large object. I'm kind of confused here. I'm not complaining, but see, just before I started recording, I had a weird error about my graphics, and it rebooted. Or not rebooted, but reset. I'm wondering if some sort of setting got changed. Nope! There's the horde of zombies. Haha, hello! There they are. And they're all heading this way. Alright, so I'm going to deal with them, and then I'm going to head out, and we're going to go on a little bit of an adventure. I just wanted to demonstrate the rules for max load and mass and all that kind of stuff, so you could better understand how you're going to be working with building things. But I need to take care of this horde, and actually, I need to try to just avoid the horde. I want to see how well all that deals with them. So I'm going to watch this, and then we're going to go off to the farm here. And this is still on Coronado Road or Street or whatever. So I'll be back after I watch how they deal with that, since I'm not in it. And I will let you know how it turns out. So I'll talk to you in just a bit. Alright, it looks like they just skirted the edge of it. I hear something stuck on one of the spikes, but other than that, it seems like they're ignoring my stuff. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, it looks like they're not even going to bother it. So, I have food, I have water. Let's go check out the farm, because I wanted to get that taken care of today. And with any luck, we will find a crate along the way. Yeah, they're not even right next to it. They're off to the side. Excellent. Alright. Out for a leisurely stroll, walking down the gravel road known as Coronado. And I'll pick up any rocks that I see along the way if I can. Now this town over here, that's just past it, I have not been in it. Ooh, a nest. I need feathers. I'm not concerned about eggs right now. And let me show you where that is on the map. There's a town here called Deersville, and I've never been in it. I don't know what it's like, but I am eventually going to have to go visit it for the series, so... Ooh, a book! And a rock. Can I learn something? One new recipe! I don't even know what it is. Don't care. I will eventually get to everything anyway. Alright. I'll take that. That's metal. So, this farm over here is pretty much the best place to get corn. Now, corn is useful for a few things. One, it's good for food. It replenishes some of your hunger, none of your health, none of your wellness, none of your hydration, just some of your hunger. Very little of it per corn. But it's also an ingredient in some of the stews. And on top of that, it is used as one of the methods for getting, it's either clay or concrete. I'm wanting to say clay. There we go, full on water. Get out the axe. Alright. And we're getting close to the edge of the cornfield. Now, one thing to understand about crops on tilled land is if you step on them, they just explode. You can't harvest them. So you have to harvest them without stepping on them and ruining them. Now, it may be that this field here, this farmland, just automatically replants the crops over time. I'm not sure. Oh, and hydration. But here's how you deal with corn. Take the top, then take the bottom. If you take the bottom first, top falls, and you don't... Oh, you do get it. Oh, well that's nice. But I'm going to do this experiment here and take out this whole row and then come back here sometime and see if anything has grown back in this row here. I have not done this experiment. I don't know. So it's going to be a learning experience. It'll probably be a few episodes before we find out, but... There. Row is gone. Alright. Stop sign. What? Oh, can't harvest it. Alright. Let's see here. It's 3 in the afternoon. There's a car. I'm going to go see if I can get anything from it. Metal. And I've got a bunch of corn, a lot more than I'm probably going to use for a while, but that's alright. Alright, let's get over to the farm. And I'm not going to waste all of my energy running. That's a good way to not be able to survive a combat. Feathers. And I'm not seeing anything spawning yet. Give it... Ah, there we go. Alright. Everything knows I'm here. First thing you want to take care of in one of these messes is the dog. Any dog you find is going to be a problem. I want to loot the dogs. Three headshots for you. Alright. I want this leather. Ah. What are you doing, sir? Can I loot it? Nope. Oh well. Let's loot these things real quick. And then it's off to the barn. I see you. Ooh, that was good timing. Ow! Nothing. Water! Okay, that was worth it. You are noisy. Stop it. I'll help you. Just because I want you to shut up. Alright. Since this is open and it's small, let's see what's in here. Okay. I think there's a horde coming. Maybe not. Brass. I shoved the car. That's hilarious. Alright, let's go into the barn. One thing to keep in mind when you're in here is it is dark. That's obvious, but when it's dark, they run. So you have to make sure that you are prepared to get chased quickly. Even up a ladder, and I swear I still hear footsteps. Take that. Last time I came in here, there was a whole bunch of good stuff. This time, not so much. Now, where is the ladder? Up we go. I got stuck up here once, or trapped rather. It wasn't good. I swear I'm hearing all kinds of footsteps. Now I know that's not me. Alright, let's check this. Nothing. This is a horrible run. I'm sorry, guys. I was hoping to have all kinds of awesome loot, because that's what I had last time I came in this area. Is all manner of cool stuff. Not this time. Oh well. So let's check out the house. Maybe it'll redeem the otherwise nothing adventure here. Oh yes. Also look in mailboxes. Great place to get schematics and books. Close the door. Not that it does any good. Hole in the wall. Nothing. Burning material. Ah, wrong button. Let's go upstairs. I don't believe there was a safe up here. I'll look in here. If I don't find anything good, I'm going to just cut and then finish looting the place and move on to something else. Let's look up in the attic. Ah! Nothing. 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 And nothing. Oh, this is horrible. I'm sorry, guys. This has got to be the most boring adventure ever. I'm going to just finish looting this place, and I'll be back. Alright, so I found a gun safe in the basement. It is also pretty much a disappointment. So this whole trip to the farm has been pretty much a bust, other than the fact that I did get to tear down that whole row of crops of corn, so I can see if they actually grow back after they've been destroyed like that, or if they need to be replanted. I don't know if this field is like that or not. But it is getting late in the evening. Oh, by the way, I'm down here in the basement. It's also nothing special. That gun cabinet was the most exciting thing, and you saw what was in it. But since it's evening, and I don't want to get stuck on the road waiting around and trying to be a ninja, I am going to go ahead and just hide in the attic, in the middle, somewhere, and hopefully I won't get sensed by anything. But this is also where I'm going to wrap up the episode, so thank you very much for watching. I know it wasn't an exciting adventure for coming out here. I wish it had been, but what can you do? But anyway, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave a message in the comment section below. I will do my best to get back to you either in the comments or in the videos. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to give a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. But I'm going to go ahead and wait off the evening here and wrap up. So thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.